Hey guys, so today was the first day of school for my girls. It is now about 8:40. Eddie and I took them this morning. He came with us because they had so many supplies and it just wasn't something I could carry for all of them for both of the classes. So, excuse me, excuse my voice. I have no voice. I had an allergy attack up in Georgia because different things are blooming up there right now. And when I have a pretty severe allergy attack, I lose my voice. It's just something fun that happens. So I took the girls, went to the front office, and they're like, okay, well, you can leave their stuff. They can just go to the cafeteria. And I was like, I'd like to meet their teachers, and I want them to know where their classroom is. So they were very sweet, and she's like, yeah, of course, let me take you. So we took Natalie to her class first because I guess 5th and 6th grade, they offer free breakfast and free lunch. So 5th and 6th grade go and get their breakfast, and then they go back to their classroom and they eat breakfast in the classroom. Because the cafeteria is not large enough for the entire school to sit in there at the same time. I'm assuming that's the reason, because it was packed. Excuse me. I keep losing my train of thought. So Natalie has been very excited to go back to school. This is something that she's been looking forward to because they have a great STEM program and all of that stuff. So she was happy. She has a different homeroom teacher than we were initially told, which is fine because she was just sweet as pie. I didn't know the other teacher anyway, but she also seemed very sweet. We got to meet her briefly. So the teacher was very welcoming and very kind. I did make goodie bags for the girls to give out to their classmates to introduce themselves because these kids have already been in school together for a couple months. And because here school started August 10th, and today is September 20, I don't know. I don't know what today is. It's not the 20-something. It's the 18th. September 18th. So these kids have been in school together for at least a month. Sorry, I'm very distractible today. So we got her set up, and she was sitting at her table waiting for her other table mates to get there. They weren't at school yet. And, we got all of her supplies and stuff situated, and she was very excited. And then I'm going to cry. As we were leaving the classroom, her eyes were red, so I knew she was about to cry. And I know it's just because she's nervous and she's very sensitive. But as we got out into the hallway and I had cleared the windows on the door, like I lost it. So we're trying to make our way over to Katie's classroom. And Katie's laughing at me, which is good. It was the first time she's laughed. There were a lot of tears from her last night, just crying and crying. Mom, I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to be away from you all day. And Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be awful because then I have school, and then I have homework, and then I have dance. And I'm not going to get to see you or spend any time with you. And she just kept crying, Mom, I don't want to go back to school. Please don't send me back to school. And it sucks, but she needs help from someone that isn't me. Anyway, so we get to her classroom, and I'm just, finishing blubbering. I'm wiping my face, and I sound like this, and this poor teacher thinks I'm, like, germ-laden. It's just allergy, I swear. I won't get you sick. So we met Katie's teacher, and she was so sweet as well. Every person that we have encountered at this school has been wonderful. Teachers we passed in the hallways stopped and introduced themselves to the girls. I mean, it was really awesome and welcoming. So we met Katie's teacher. We dropped off her stuff. We took her to the cafeteria because 3rd grade all meets in the cafeteria. And, I fed them before we left because I knew they wouldn't have enough time to eat breakfast there. So we got there, and the front desk lady who was showing us around, her name's Jessica, she took Katie because the tables were very, very full. There are 4 4th grade classes, and they sit in these 2 long sets of tables for breakfast. And we didn't see a space for Katie to sit, so Jessica went over and she asked a couple kids if Katie could sit with them, and Katie did, and she sat there and, she waved at us and blew us a kiss, and we walked into the office and I got some more information I needed about volunteering. I need to go get fingerprinted and all that stuff so that I can volunteer. And then as we left, I stood outside the cafeteria windows looking at Katie. She didn't see me, but she wasn't talking to anybody. And you know how she is. She's so friendly and she's so charismatic. I don't know what that just was. I think that was outside. So she's so friendly and she's so charismatic, and she was just sitting there not talking to anyone, and she looks so sad. And she's always the first one to go up to anyone and say hello, and to, she's, hi, I'm Katie, what's your name? And she always makes friends with people, and she wasn't talking to any of these kids at all. And that isn't like my kid. So, Eddie and I, sorry, I can't talk. Eddie and I just stood there at the window and watched until they lined up to go to class. And, she got up and fell in line, did what she was supposed to do, but she didn't talk to any of those kids. And I'm so hopeful that she will get over being scared and will make friends. So when we took her supplies and I had the gifts we're going to be giving out, and I said, I hope this isn't too disruptive, but we made some goodie bags for her to introduce herself to her friends, her new classmates. And both teachers, Natalie and Katie's teachers, both thought that was so sweet. So it breaks the ice, because it can be awkward. So I'm hoping once she introduces herself and she passes her things out, and she gets a chance to walk to each child and say hello and look them in the face. I have this big tear right here, I can feel it. That hopefully she will loosen up a bit and be a little more Katie. But I just needed to get out of my house. I didn't want to go home. So I'm at the beach, but the beach that I like to come to is closed. I guess stuff got damaged in the hurricane and it's closed. So I'm sitting in the parking lot of a restaurant next to the beach that I like to come to. It's actually the beach where Eddie and I got married. It's over there where all the trucks are and stuff. I don't see any downed trees, but it doesn't mean there aren't any over there. It looks like the pavilions are okay, but it's closed off with yellow tape and everything. But yeah, I'm just sitting here. I'm watching the waves. I'm gonna get out in a minute and feel the salt air. There's a surfer out there. That sign says no dune crossing. Because erosion and such. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. Oh, hello, zoomed in. And if you're wondering how the diet's doing with the stress, the anxiety, and the sadness, I got donuts. Because today, I don't give a. So, this is not keto friendly. That's how I'm feeling. Okay, I feel a lot better now. I went and did my grocery shopping. I got it home and I was there long enough to throw everything that needed to be in the fridge into the fridge. And then I went up and had lunch with the girls. And they are both having really good days. They have great table mates. They don't have regular desks. They have tables. And they both are so thrilled with their table mates. Katie's, let me tell you, Katie went to lunch before Natalie, so I saw her first. And I wanted to, obviously we wanted to sit next to each other. There was a whole row, a whole side of a table that was open that we could have sat at. But one of her table mates wanted her to sit next to him, and it was so sweet. He just kept insisting she sit there. So I literally had one butt cheek on this bench, and the other butt cheek's hanging off. Like, I'm balanced, I've got my feet all weird so I don't fall off, but he really wanted to sit next to her, and she said he was so sweet, and they were having such a good day, and she was so excited, and they had already read a couple books, and she was put on the independent reader list, so she was very proud of that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm here at the library now because I need to get a book. They have a test tomorrow. Obviously, she wouldn't have to take the test, but if they have the book here and we can read it tonight, then hopefully she can, partake in the test. But, and then I sat with Natalie and her two table mates. We couldn't even all fit at the same table. Like, they have so many kids in their class, but they have them in like a 2 lunch table set instead of a 3 lunch table set. I don't know why, neither does the teacher. We tried to talk to the lunch lady about it, but I don't know, some scheduling issue. They can't like switch the kindergartners and the 5th graders for some reason. I don't know. 5th grade's the largest class in the whole school, so whatever. But her table mates are so kind, and they are so sweet, and they are making her feel so welcome. She already gave out her goodie bags to her class, and everyone loved them. Katie hasn't given hers out yet. They're doing it towards the end of the day because, it can be disruptive. But yeah, they're having a really good day, and I feel so much better about it. Both girls were sad this morning. They said that they have been having wonderful days. So I can't wait till they get home, and, we can talk to them on camera, and they can tell you about their days.